What's going on, everybody? This is your man, Darren Devine, and I'm here to give you the Hustlers Entertainment Report for today, March 2nd, 2018. Now, I took a little hiatus for a while, but the brother's back to give you the latest news of the movers and shakers that's out here today. And first off, we're going to talk about Forbes magazine. They just released their top 5 of the richest hip hop people. All right, and this is a milestone thing because the person that made number 1 this year is Jay-Z. Now you ask, well, why is that a milestone thing? Because Jay-Z has always been number 2 for the past 7 years. He's always came second to Diddy. Diddy has held that top slot. You know what I'm saying? For, about 7 years. So now, Jay-Z comes in number 1, and he topped the scales at 900 million. Okay? Now, Diddy, his amount coming in at number 2 was for 825 million. Okay? Number 3, Dr. Dre. He came in with a cool 777 million, and Drake and Eminem tied for the 4th slot with 100 million apiece, respectively. So they got 4th and 5th spot. So those are your top 5 hip-hop kings for 2018, according to Forbes magazine. All right? Moving right along, Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley, is going through a legal dispute with her husband, being that she's getting a divorce, and the courts ordered her to pay $100,000 to her husband in support of the divorce settlement. But here's the problem. She's claiming that she's broke because the fortune left to her by her daddy that was, estimated at $100 million. What happens is she says she's only down to about 14,000 of it. And she said that's in part because of bad decisions she made of a manager that she had entrusted into the estate. And that money that, she came into is just all but gone and stuff like that. Now, the manager's name is Barry Siegel, right? Now, Barry Siegel is countersuing. He's entering a countersuit against Lisa Marie Presley, claiming that, hey, it's her own fault that she no longer has the fortune. She just basically did all this high-end spending. She refused to listen to, her other advisors in the matter. And hey, her personal issues, whatever she's going through with her husband, that's what got her to where she's at now. So hey, hopefully they come to reach some type of, settlement on both ends. So we'll see what happens. All right. Now, in the last Hustler Entertainment Report, I talked about 50 Cent, right? And there was a report that he had made a cool $8 million off of Bitcoin, and he took that as payment as a part of him releasing his Hustler's Ambition album. Come to find out, that story was a lie. According to documents when he filed bankruptcy, 50 Cent claims that he's never owned a Bitcoin. None of his companies owned any, and he's never received a payment of it. So, all of that, he was saying, despite the fact that he went on his Instagram, when the story first broke, he went on his Instagram and actually bragged about getting the 7 to 8 million that he got from the Bitcoin. He was just like, hey, I mean, he's basically flexing for the gram, what I'm saying? But that's kind of crazy when you're flexing and now it comes out that you never even owned a Bitcoin or never even received a payment. So I guess his new slogan now is you have to get rich or lie trying. All right. Let's give a quick shout out to Drake, who donated his budget for his video, God's Plan. The budget for that video was worth about $1 million. He donated all of that to the struggling families out there in Miami, and that's what the video is based all about. You see him out there just, helping out poor individuals and stuff like that that's in the streets, and, what I'm saying, shouts out to him, because we need more rappers doing that, giving back to the streets that they claim they represent. See, all you rappers out here claiming that you run the streets, rules out there, how often do you give back to the streets? And we ain't talking about your thug buddies you run with. We talking about those that's less fortunate, that, you getting to the bag, and those that's not able to get to the bag, Give something, and show your appreciation for the streets, all right? So shouts out to Drake on that one. Now, here's a story, finally, this story here. Here's a story that just warms my heart, because it is the true spirit of coming up on that bag. You know what I'm saying? It's just true in the hustler spirit. There's a story of this Mexican janitor, right, who became one of the most respected corporate executives in the food industry. So respected that they're even talking about making his life story into a movie. All right? Now, Richard Martinez is credited for inventing the Flaming Hot Cheetos snack. All right? He's the one that just came up with the idea. Now, back in the 70s, he took a job as a janitor at Frito-Lay. And when he got there, he noticed that mostly all the flavors of the snacks, the potato chips and all that, were just basically either salty or barbecue. Nothing spicy or hot, right? So he always gets the street snack, in his neighborhood, in his LA neighborhood. And it's basically corn, sprinkled with chili powder. It's a popular snack that's on the street, once you go against the Mexican community and all of that. So he got the idea to put the chili powder on the Cheetos. So he, got a bag of Cheetos from his job, took it to the crib, sprinkled the chili sauce on it. Excuse me, chili sauce, the chili powder on it, took it back to his job. The executives got wind of his great idea, and the rest is history. And he's also been mentioned, and now the Flaming Hot Cheetos is one of the top selling snacks over at Frito-Lay. And because of that, they made him an executive chairman of the company, and he's been mentioned in Fortune 500 as one of the most influential leaders in U.S. so far as multicultural leaders in the U.S., all right? So that's a little inspirational story there. I love to hear something like that, man. Man, you coming down from just being... So that always shows you that, God doesn't love the CEO more than the janitor. You understand? And there are situations where you can be a janitor and rise on up to become a CEO. That's the entertainment report for today, March the 2nd. Be sure to follow your man at Mind on the Grind on Instagram, Mind on the Grind on Periscope, and Mind on the Grind at Facebook. All right, this is the entertainment report. This is D Divine for your mind, signing off, and I say, holla back. 1.